I don't know. It's something
Free
about their
queso.
rice. I don't even like the queso there. I have never tried the queso there. I don't
Where
know.
at Chipotle?
Yeah, at Chipotle. I heard it's not that good.
Qdoba.
Qdoba
Qdoba?
has
Okay.
queso. It's
Yeah,
delicious.
okay. I tried Qdoba. I wasn't blown away like everybody else.
What?
was.
But it's
I
not
will
my-
say this though.
Go ahead.
Qdoba has some really good tacos.
It does.
Tacos are bomb. I'll give them that.
I like all of Qdoba. I just don't like Chipotle.
Okay, why?
Bland.
Exactly. The meat. I
The
feel like
meat-
the meat does not have the same spice or whatever rub they put on it compared to Qdoba.
It's the same
And-
truck going from
No,
Chipotle
no,
to
no.
Qdoba.
No.
It's the same.
Relax.
You're tuned in to the Nerd Network podcast.
Welcome back. You're listening and watching the Nerd Network podcast. I'm your host, Marcy, as always. I'm here with Julian
What's up?
and a special guest today, Scott.
Hello.
Do you want to go by Scott? Do you go by anything else, sir?
Scott's fine.
Scott's cool. Awesome. Scott, thanks for being here. Yeah, we have that. We have that on the podcast. Let the world know. Let me and Julian know. How are you a nerd?
All right. Well, for starters, I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, which is why I'm here today. Big week for Star Wars. And I also am an avid movie watcher, which has been hard this year, but I have all the streaming services. So I've probably watched over 100 movies this year.
Oh, wow.
New ones, not including rewatches of Star Wars. And that's what makes me a nerd.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Great, man. So out of all the streaming services, which one's your favorite right now?
Oh, that one's difficult.
That's okay. We don't have any sponsors or anything, so you won't make anyone mad.
Probably HBO Max because it's my newest one for right now.
Y'all like to
I'm
hear
all
that.
caught up on Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, all those.
That's awesome.
And Apple TV doesn't have too much on it, even though I enjoy what's on there.
Nice.
But HBO Max just constantly puts out stuff. So
Where it's at. That's where it's at.
It really is. Yeah.
yeah.
The quality is just
Really is.
top notch. Sweet, man. Well, yeah, man. Again, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Awesome.
My first podcast in general too.
Oh, nice.
Hey,
I
heck
thought
yeah.
I'd lose it to somebody special.
Heck yeah, man.
You guys are fine.
Heck yeah, dude. So every episode, we go over 3 nerd news topics. Obviously, the one big one we're going to talk about later is Star Wars is going to be releasing a lot of new content. We'll go over that. We're going to dive into that pretty deep. There's a lot to talk about. Besides that, we have an update on the Justice League, the Snyder Cut. We are going to get a Justice League theatrical release in theaters, which is going to be great because that movie you have to watch on the big screen. And there's rumors that it's going to be a rated R version. Yes, rated R. Justice League. Awesome. And then the third topic, Cyberpunk 2077? 2070? Oh my gosh, 2077?
2021.
No, it's not.
It's 2077.
Cyberpunk 2077 has been released. Which one do you guys want to talk about first? We're going to save Star Wars for last, but the first two. What do you guys want to talk about? What are you guys excited for?
You're the guest, so you get to.
I'm not a huge video game player, so let's go into Justice League.
Justice League. Rated R. First of all, Justice League being rated R. Do you guys care if it's rated R or not?
I mean, I would like it for the new content that's supposed to go into it, but as for it being released like that, it takes out a whole audience, so I don't know how that's going to affect them releasing it.
But I mean, you as an individual, do you care?
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah. Julian?
No, I don't care at all. Yeah.
I mean, you think does it change the movie from PG-13 to R?
If it's the language, no. I mean, if there's like heavy explicit content or something, or like gore, we see like, Batman or Joker's head getting lobbed off or something, maybe. But I mean, if it's just language, I mean, I feel like everybody's kind of accustomed to that anyway. So
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they're going to go full on Deadpool with Justice League. I mean, that's a little bit over the top.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it's going to be violent, I'll take violence over gore.
Yeah.
Action.
Yeah.
I mean, there's I guess the reason why this is going to be rated R is because I guess Batman is going to say the word fuck.
Oh, big F word.
Yeah. Oh no, the F word. I mean,
Well, PG-13 movies, don't they get like 2 uses
I don't know.
of the F word or something?
I have no idea.
I think it's
still,
one of the top tier
yeah.
S words.
All right, we get one. We got to place it correctly. Yeah, Batman alone makes the movie rated R to begin with. I like to see him just go all out.
Has there been any leaks other than the F word of
No.
why it jumps up?
Not as of right now, no.
Okay.
I mean, with it being rated R, I mean, I don't think we're going to see any sex scenes. I mean, I don't think we're going to see overly use of vulgar language, which just wouldn't make sense. And that's the thing about it. If it's going to be rated R, it just needs to make sense.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the big deal. I mean, I'm already excited about this movie no matter what. With it being rated R, I'm just hoping that also means the violence goes up a tiny bit. I mean, I don't think we're going to see people getting messed up. Are we seeing those bug thingies flying around getting
Oh yeah.
their head blown off?
I haven't seen that in such a long time.
Did you like it or no?
I did like
Yeah?
it. I preferred the Avengers, the first one, because the Avengers ones I saw probably 3 times in theaters.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes.
But for the Justice League, I think I only saw it once, and then once when it came out.
It could have been a lot better,
Yeah.
which we're going to get,
Yeah.
which is great.
Yeah.
The way it was intended for us viewers to watch, so I'm super excited about that.
Wasn't originally going to go to HBO Max.
The Snyder Cut?
Yeah.
Yeah, it still is.
Okay.
It still is. But they were unsure if they were actually going to show in theaters or not.
Okay.
And I feel like you have to
Excited.
watch it. I'm
Yeah.
going to watch it in theaters. I'm going to watch it no matter what.
Yeah.
Whether if it comes out first in theaters or on HBO Max, I'm going to watch it regardless. If it comes out at midnight on a Tuesday night, I'm going to watch it. I mean, our TV's big enough at home where it'll look kind of cool
It'll
still.
be, kind of cinema quality.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. Yeah, so listeners, comment below. Let us know if you're excited for Justice League to be rated R. And do you care if Batman says fuck? Is that out of his character? I mean, does he curse in the any cartoon or anything?
I don't think so. But, I mean, being in his field, I figured that, he'd
You could
get
say
frustrated at times.
you could be cursing out Robin, you fucking bastard, Robin. You
I'm
fucked
sorry,
up.
Batman. I'm 4.
You fucked up today. Oh shit,
no.
that's funny.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, what other show? I mean, since you brought up Robin, Titans would be rated R if it was a movie. Yeah.
Oh, Titans is rated R.
I was
Huh?
gonna say
Have you seen
like,
Titans?
Doom Patrol too.
Oh, dude, rated R for sure.
So I mean, like this, I
there's
don't
sex
see how
going
this
on.
would be. Yeah. I don't see how that, it being rated R wouldn't be anything new, especially if people have seen those shows too.
Yeah, I mean, DC's darker, a little bit more adult.
Mhm.
When it comes to their stuff. Whether if it's going to shy away kids from watching it or not, I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't really care about that as much as like the impact on movie theaters, which is a whole other topic. But
Yeah,
I want movie theaters to survive, and kids
yeah,
go
yeah.
to movies a lot.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, the parents take their kids to the movies a lot, and I just feel like there's so much content for kids anyway with superheroes. Let us have this one.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't all need to be rated R. If, like I said, long as the story makes sense and it's good, why it's rated R. I don't want everyone cussing like the whole Justice League just start throwing F bombs everywhere for no reason.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't Jared Leto's filming stuff for this?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So he's a Joker of that.
that universe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. The stuff coming out, I can't wait to report on it when we actually. When that movie comes out, we're gonna definitely talk about that movie, which I'm super excited about. Cool. All right, we'll move on to Cyberpunk 2077. I haven't played it yet. Julian has.
I have.
Julian, what are your first thoughts as soon as you put the disc in or download it or however you played it?
Yeah, so I played on PC and I've enjoyed it. I've been immersed. I've only gotten maybe 6 hours in, so I haven't really got into the meat. They say that the prologue is 6 hours, so I'm just now getting into like the actual game. But for my time with it, oh man, it's gorgeous. Like the city, everything about it.
What was this game about anyway?
So you
Besides, are you Keanu Reeves or no?
No,
Like,
you're
I'm so
not-
confused.
You're not Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is a character in the game, and he's integral to the overall story of it. But
Gotcha.
you play as a character named V, and you can customize your character. You can be a male or you can be a female. V pretty much. Before I start the story, you get to choose 3 starting options. So you can either start as a nomad, which is kind of like in the desert area outside of the main city.
Okay.
They kind of live life. Their big thing is freedom. We don't want to be, under any sort of like corporate BS or, subject to the laws of the city or whatever. So they're kind of outsiders.
That's cool.
The second option is you could be a street kid. So you grew up in the city. You're around the gangs. You're around the thugs. You're around the corruption and everything.
Street rat. I gotcha.
Yeah, street rat. And then the last option is corporate. You can be a part of the corporate world, like a high player corporate person. But regardless of what you choose, the story all kind of interweaves itself into one big narrative. So, but your starting option dictates how dialogue goes, who you meet, what your influence is like, and all sorts of things. So it's an RPG game, so there's definitely RPG elements to it. But yeah, your character's name is V, and you get wrapped up in some very risky business, and now you got people trying to kill you, and you're trying to kill them, and that's as far as I got into the story.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
I can't really go.
Which
much.
one
That's
did
cool.
you pick?
Street Kid.
Street Kid.
Yeah,
Nice.
I chose Street Kid because I think the city looks amazing, and I've been blown away. Like just the scale of it. I mean, there's so much you can do in there, and there's so many people walking around, and just the aesthetic alone is really good. But yeah. I mean, this game has been in development for over 10 years.
Oh my gosh.
It's been delayed several times, and we finally got it. Now, for all the good that I'm talking about the game, there is some bad. So,
Get into that.
yeah, this game
us the dirt.
is very, very demanding, like spec-wise and tech-wise and everything. So, unless you have like a capable PC, if you got it on console right now, they're having a lot of problems to where they're issuing refunds for it.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I think the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox, so not the 5 and not the new Xbox, but the last generation of consoles can't even run it. Like, there's no business that they should have released that game for those consoles because like it's pretty bad. Yeah.
So how much have you experienced?
Um.
Of the negative
well,
stuff going on.
So, I mean, I have it on PC, and I don't have a super high PC or anything, so, I mean, I can't run it on, like, the best settings, but, I mean, it's been running pretty fine for myself, so I can't really complain.
Cool.
But, yeah, it's for all the people that bought it on PlayStation 4 and everything, I really hope that you guys get your refund for it, and hopefully, CD Projekt Red can kind of steer the ship in the right direction, and hopefully this won't tarnish their game, because, I mean, it really is a good game, just poorly optimized, so.
So have you seen Keanu Reeves in the game yet?
Nope,
or
I haven't
no?
made it that far yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Curious about that. No, exciting stuff.
My cousin is playing it on the Xbox, which he experiences some of those technical difficulties.
Yeah.
But he hasn't stopped playing it since he got it. So
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
yeah, so he likes the story.
Yeah. Oh,
so
the story
far.
the story is really great.
The third topic of the evening, day, whatever. Third topic. Star Wars. Everything Star Wars. So much got released. I don't know where to start, but we got. I'm just
10.
gonna. Is it really 10?
Yeah.
I'm gonna list
10
off.
things?
I'm gonna list off what
Oh
I
my
have.
God.
Okay. Rogue Squadron. Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I don't know if I'm gonna say her name right. Ahsoka. Ahsoka. Rangers of the New Republic. Lando. Andor. The Acolyte. Star Wars: The Bad Batch. Star Wars Visions. A Droid Story. What's 10?
Maybe I missed.
Aha, that's 9. Aha.
Nope, it's 10.
Is it? Then I can't count. I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. That's 10 things I can't count. That is 10 new Star Wars things coming out.
And Taika Waititi, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's directing a new movie, but they didn't announce what movie.
Yeah. So oh my gosh, so much going on.
Yeah.
I mean, from that list I just said, I know it's crazy. The quick stuff I want to get out of the way is Star Wars Visions. That's gonna be an anime that's coming out for Star Wars, which is gonna be really cool. Do you know too much about what that's about?
I don't. That's the one that
It's okay.
I'm honestly least excited about, but my friend James, that's the one he's most excited
Did they
about.
say that one was an anthology? So like a mix of stories, kind of like the Animatrix was?
Yeah. So it's going to jump around.
Yeah.
I want to say, but that was the one I read least about.
Interesting.
It's supposed to be a new take on the Star Wars with the upcoming Star Wars Vision animation. Blah blah blah. Short films. The short film will be a celebration of the Star Wars franchise. Huh. I don't know. Very interesting. Yeah.
Star Wars anime, huh?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
It's pretty cool.
It could be pretty badass with the
I think
freaking fight scenes.
I think it will be, yeah. That's why
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah. So that's really something to be excited for.
Yeah.
A different thing that we get to see.
Especially since like one of the biggest critiques of the Star Wars animations is the animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody loves the story, but it's kind of hard to get
Yeah.
into because of the
Yeah. The Clone Wars animation looked weird,
yeah.
but it's cool. No, that's awesome. I'm excited for that. We'll kind of skip that for now. So we'll take that off. Let's a George story.
And that's the second one I'm least excited
It's
about.
okay. That's
yeah.
why
I think
I'm
they're
wanting to get those out the way.
Yeah, I think they're introducing a new droid, but it's going to have R2D2, C3PO, BB-8.
And is that gonna be a show or another animated?
I wasn't sure about that either. It kind of seemed like it was a Disney Plus thing.
Because the logo looked like it was going to be like an animation
Yeah.
type thing.
So basically an opportunity for the toy department to
For sure.
capitalize.
Oh no, for sure. Yep, it's an animated television movie.
Yep.
It's an animated television movie that will have R2D2 and C3PO. So that's another cartoon animated series that will come out. Oh, it's a movie. It's a movie.
Baby Yoda
Yeah.
toy
Oh
production
my gosh.
wasn't cutting
So
it.
it's just nothing but a toy grab for kids to watch.
Well, I do have an R2D2 ornament on my Christmas tree, so
Oh, okay.
Ready to go.
That's cool.
And Star Wars. Actually, I don't know if I want to. Yeah, Star Wars: The Bad Batch.
I'm excited for this because it's going to tie into Clone Wars and potentially Rebels, so kind of meet in the middle there. And it's going to follow somebody that was introduced in the last season, the kind of Trooper Squad.
Speak about that.
So it was malfunctioned clones that increased their abilities. So there was a super strong one that was a sharpshooter. I forget the other ones, but they all had special abilities, and they became kind of this badass group of clones that went around and did special missions. So now I don't really know if they're going to kind of go on their own after Order 66 or if they're going to work for the Empire. But I'm excited about that. And that's the one I think we're going to get the soonest out of all of these.
So with these clones, I know that you mentioned that they malfunctioned. So at one point, though, they were hunting down Jedi as malfunction, like they had super strength and everything?
So I don't think they had the chip in their heads that enabled that.
Oh, okay.
So that was another thing they didn't have.
Oh, okay.
So all the rest were identical to Jango Fett, and these ones were
Oh, that's cool.
kind of.
Interesting. So is this one going to be an animated?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think it's going to have the same animation as the Clone Wars, because that's where they were in.
Yeah.
But we could see some Rebels characters as well, because Rebels happens almost right after.
Right after. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's knock out this animation crap out the way. No offense.
Dang.
That's funny. All right. So after all that, we have Rogue Squadron, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ahsoka, Rangers of the New Republic, Lando, Andor, and the Acolyte. The Acolyte is probably one that I'm very excited for. I don't know anything about it. That cool graphic that it is, the Acolyte, and it looks like a lightsaber went through it.
So explain what that is, because I don't think I saw that trailer.
It's just a
Yeah, it's just a
Oh,
graphic
it's just a
design.
logo.
that's
It's just a
been
logo right
announced.
now.
I don't know if you guys
No, go ahead.
have watched this, but Russian Dolls on Netflix. I haven't watched it either, but the director of that is directing this one. It's supposed to be kind of a mystery thriller, and it's supposed to be set in the final days of the High Republic, which is the next era they're going to go in, which I think it's kind of weird that they're going to show the end before that, besides in books, but we'll see what happens. But I'm also excited about this. I think this is a sleeper pick of like
Oh yeah.
the most creative one. It's going to go down a new path. And yeah, if anybody else wants to talk about it more before I go.
No, okay, go ahead. No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So acolyte means, religious follower. So it's probably going to follow the Sith and the Rise of the Sith again.
Ooh.
So it's going to have a female lead, so we don't know if she's going to be kind of hunting this, dark force, or she's a part of it. But I'm pretty excited for it because it might introduce some of the ones that are in Legends or that have been mentioned but not explained on, like Darth Plagueis.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
So,
Can't wait.
and if they do lean towards more like, upper end of the PG-13 rating, I think that would be cool too. Because if they ever want me to direct Palpatine, a Star Wars tragedy, then I want that to be rated R. So,
I mean, they got me excited when it's going to be a mystery thriller.
yeah.
So that's very interesting. Like that's
Star Wars is always comedy, adventure,
Sure.
romance.
Yeah,
yeah,
Not really.
exactly. No, exactly. It's more for Disney
Yeah.
type content. The fact that it's a mystery thriller has me really intrigued and has me very excited for this one out of everything so far.
Okay, yeah.
So that'll be interesting. I'm excited.
board.
There's no information on who's going to be casted yet or any more than that right now. But we'll talk about that as we get more information going forward.
So release date on that one or
No, not
nothing?
yet.
Oh, they just threw out some titles and
I
like,
see.
here you go.
Yeah,
I'm still excited, but
yeah. Andor. It's cool, but I also don't care at the same time because I don't like. First of all, with Star Wars, people were complaining that like a lot of like the consensus that people are talking about. Let's stop going back. Let's start going forward with new stories and new content, new characters, and let's see the more progression of what happened after the Skywalker sagas.
yeah.
But here we are going back again to this time period during the Rogue One.
Rogue One, yeah.
Rogue One.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Before Rogue One.
yeah,
Do we need to?
exactly.
Do we need to? I thought Rogue One told us everything we needed to know leading
Yeah.
up until the original trilogy.
I don't know. I don't get it. I'm not that excited for it. The main guy, I can't remember his name. He's a great actor. I do like him. But to carry its own solo movie,
Oh, that's a movie?
I think it's a movie,
Oh.
right? I don't think it's a.
I think it's a mini series.
Let me just find out. Well, let's just say it is, because I'm pretty sure you're right. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong.
I'm excited for K2 to be back. The robot in
Oh,
Rogue One.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure.
I'm
The
excited
sassy
for
robot.
for him to see how they met and became this team, and potential for some Rebels characters in live action. But other than that, yeah, I'm not too excited about this one. But we'll see what happens. I'm gonna watch it. I watch everything Star Wars, so
No, for sure. No, I mean it'll be.
except for Lego Star Wars. Sorry.
I mean, all the content's cool, but I just want the content to be cool.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad we're getting it, but now that they're giving it to us, let's just hope it's the best that they can do. But like I was saying before, I'm just kind of iffy about it because here we are going back again even more where I thought we're already done with all that stuff, and let's keep expanding this universe of Star Wars that we're all waiting and hoping to see in the future. All right, so the next thing of Star Wars I want to talk about. I was all on board, but now I don't really care as much. I'm still interested to see it. It still has my interest, but not as much as it used to. is Lando.
Really? And
Yeah.
it lost your
It
interest?
did lose my interest. With Solo, I didn't like it. Well, Han Solo the movie.
Yeah.
And it was cool seeing Lando for a little bit in that. But I don't know. The more I think about it, a whole movie about Lando, where is this going to be at?
See, I'm not sure, and I don't think they've said too much
They
about
haven't.
it. I think Donald Glover is going to be in it, obviously.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
it could also jump back and forth between him and Billy D. Williams, which I think would be cool because you have kind of two paths. You can explore what happened during that Solo period where in between 3 and 4, where he's getting his Cloud City or all that other stuff. But you can go forward, too, at the end of Rise of Skywalker, his meeting with, I forget her name, but spoilers, they said in the book that was his daughter.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So it could be
Yeah.
their adventure, too.
Yeah.
Huh.
And it go back and forth. But I don't know. I'm kind of excited about it if they do that. But
That'd be cool. That'd get me.
Or if they bring back that solo actor. I forget his name.
Oh, I can't think of his name either.
But I really enjoyed Solo. I'm in the minority here, but I really enjoyed Solo. I think it was one of the better Star Wars movies Disney has put out, Solo and Rogue One. But we'll see what happens. And also, that has a lot of potential for a Darth Maul
Yes.
live
Yes,
action.
yes, yes,
yeah.
yes.
Because we see him
That is true.
at the end scene of that. So Darth Maul is my favorite character.
That is true. Yeah.
Go ahead, Julian. Go ahead and talk about your opinion about
I
Lando.
mean, I'm kind of on the same boat as you. Like, yeah, Lando's cool, but is he cool enough to have his own movie?
And the only reason why I say that is because, like, I wish it was a couple years before the world saw him. He still looks so young still. Like, I want to see a more grizzled man character, I guess, because I still just feel like he's just a younger version, and I want to progress a little bit after that, I guess. I don't know. If that makes any sense. Like, if we would have, at the time period, the original Star Wars and the original actor, if we got him like 10 years before we actually saw him, like
So
that
where
time
he was younger.
Yeah.
yeah, where he was younger, that would have been really cool. What movie was that? Which one was that?
5.
Which was that the
Empire.
Empire Strikes Back? Yeah, like a couple years before that timeline. I don't know.
Well, that actually might be kind of the time frame. So, if we're gonna see how he gets Cloud City, it's right around, A New Hope, and that. So it could be that. And I like Donald Glover as an actor. I think he's done some amazing things. Atlanta is one of my favorite
Oh,
TV
God,
series.
Atlanta's so good.
And
yeah, good one.
I think he did great as Lando too. So I think he can carry a show by himself. But I'd also like to give a shout out to the old guy too, Billy D. Williams.
Yeah, it's just.
Would
Go ahead.
I don't know. Would you like to see more of a continuation after the last movie we got?
Solo.
Yeah, no, not Solo, but
Rise.
Rise of Skywalker. Would that be more interesting to you, or?
If it went back and forth, like I
okay.
said, I don't think Billy D. Williams can carry a whole series at his age.
Right.
But I think if they did it kind of back and forth, that would be cool.
That'd be
pretty cool.
that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's something that would get me on board more. It's just seeing a really young Lando, just kind of like, is he? I don't know what the word is. I don't want to say smart enough, but like, does he have that same mindset that we saw in Empire Strikes Back? He hasn't like learned all what he needed to learn yet, and he's still kind of, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But I mean, I don't know. I'm still gonna watch it, obviously, because I
Yeah.
just watch everything. But it just, does he really need another? I mean, does he need a spinoff, his own thing? Will it be cool to watch? Yeah, but I mean, is it going to progress the storyline of the Star Wars going forward at all? No, I don't think so. I guess I'm just excited to if Disney's really done with doing the Skywalker saga and everything in between that, let's go. Let's move forward. But we'll see what they're going to do. Rangers of the New Republic. I don't know anything about that besides people flying the ships.
So, are you guys all caught up on Mandalorian?
I am right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those two pilots?
So, I'm guessing it's going to be something along those lines of those two pilots. I don't think those are going to be the people that carry the show, because one of them is Dave Filoni, and he's kind of behind the scenes. The other guy, I could see him having a bigger role in this, but I'm kind of excited because it's going to tie into Mandalorian a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this one and Ahsoka are both kind of spin-offs of that. So I haven't really heard much else about that, but any live-action Star Wars movies, especially with some of the older ships like the X-Wings,
Yeah.
I think are going to be cool.
No, it'll be cool seeing that, and it'd be cool, like, from what we saw from The Mandalorian, they acted like the Galaxy Police,
Yeah.
which is a cool, different take on a side of a branch of the universe that we get to see and, like, what their day-to-day is like.
Yeah.
I mean, that alone interests me, is because we don't really get to see that side.
It's like Space Cops.
Yeah, like Space Cops, which is really cool. I mean, that's just a cool story.
I think they went the wrong way with it, though, because everybody wanted kind of a workplace comedy about stormtroopers instead of the New Republic people.
They can still
Just
do
like
that.
Target practice, always missing.
Oh, man, that'd be great.
Trying to hide from Vader and stuff
Oh,
like
that's so
that.
funny. Oh, God. That'd be really good. That'd be hilarious.
But this is what we get, so
Yeah.
I'm excited.
No, it'd be cool. Like I said, it'd just be cool to see a different take on something we really don't think about.
Yeah.
So that kind of has me excited for that. So I'm not familiar with her in the Clone Wars, but I just know that she is a badass with a lightsaber. As a I don't know, as an everyday Star Wars fan, but not a diehard one. Go into more about her character.
So she was Anakin's Padawan. So they kind of grew up simultaneously together. You see kind of an older Anakin right before Revenge of the Sith and his kind of struggle, losing faith in the Jedi Order. And Ahsoka played a big role in that because, spoilers, she left the Jedi Order during that series because she was treated unfairly. They almost executed her.
Dang.
So,
Oh shoot!
but Anakin did everything he could to make sure she was found innocent, but she still left. And that was a huge part. And the live action version, I think, is going to be, I mean, we saw a little bit of her in Mandalorian, and she mentioned Thrawn, which is a big Rebels villain. So maybe her hunt for him and to find Ezra Bridger, or I don't know what it's going to happen, but it's going to be set around the same time as Mandalorian.
Okay.
So I'm excited. I think I forget her first name, but Dawson.
Rosario.
Yeah, she did a great job.
Oh, yeah.
And
The makeup was great.
yeah,
I mean, if you saw the animated series and you saw her, and then this is exactly what she would look like grown up.
yeah,
It was perfect. I
yeah.
thought it was great.
There was some complaints from like huge Star Wars fans about it should be a little bit longer, or her fighting style isn't exactly the same. It's just like,
Come on now.
yeah. It's not going to be the same as animation, but no, I'm really excited about that and the potential of like her meeting Luke, because she was such a big part of Anakin's life before he turned, and they met in Rebels again, and she knew he was Vader.
Oh wow.
And
Dang.
it broke her heart too.
Oh man.
So I don't know if you caught this in Mandalorian, but when she said, I've seen what those feelings do to the best of us,
Yeah.
she was talking about Anakin.
Yeah,
Brought
yeah.
a little tear to my eye.
Dang.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
I'm excited for that. And if she does meet Luke, like, you know, I don't know how they're going to do it, whether they do Sebastian Stan and put some
CGI.
or if they just leave it to him. But
Yeah.
if they somehow meet and he's able to tell her he turned at the very last moment back to the good side.
So that kind of leads me into the next topic, which is the Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh God.
Okay.
I think that's the one that everybody is.
Are you excited for that or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
Yes.
that's what leads me into that. So that means we all know Hayden Christensen's coming back to be in this. They could have some tie-in with that too. If he's coming back, could they do some flashback scenes with her and him together?
Potentially, yeah.
Which would be very interesting to see.
Mhm.
'Cause especially now. So Clone Wars is canon.
Yes.
Yeah, which is even cooler now.
Yeah.
Dang.
So they've been talking about doing flashbacks. That's when the rumors first started that Hayden was coming back. They were going to do flashbacks to the Clone Wars. So I don't know if they're still going to do that, but if they do that and you see like Obi-Wan and Anakin in their Clone War get-ups with the armor and stuff, I think that's going to be really cool.
That'd be
But
really
now that
interesting.
they've confirmed he's coming back as Vader, I don't know how much we would get of that and
Yeah, and that's
what's going to happen.
and
Because
that's
they were very clear about him being Vader, not Anakin.
Not Anakin.
yeah, and that's kind of has some intrigue into it too as well. Because like for example, what is going to happen now? Because what did Obi-Wan do after the last time we saw him in a Star Wars movie?
He died in the last one, but
Well,
he
yeah.
was-
Sorry, in
but,
the
no, in Revenge of the Sith, so he takes Luke to Tatooine
Mhm.
and kind of watches over him, but his uncle doesn't want him around,
yeah, okay.
so he's kind of against the whole Jedi thing and whatnot. So he kind of lives on his own, is kind of a hermit, kind of like what Yoda's doing, and he still watches over him, like he senses when he's in danger and stuff like that. So we're gonna see a lot of that, most likely.
See, that sounds boring.
Oh,
That part sounds boring.
That's what everybody was like. Like, this is gonna be boring. It's gonna be him just chilling in the sand, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
But in some of the comics, I haven't read very many, but I know there's been times where Luke was in danger by some of the Tusken Raiders, and he comes in and kills all of them.
Oh, that's
and,
legit.
but saves him.
But how are they going to do this with having Christian Hayden come? Oh my gosh, that's it right? Christian Hayden? No.
Hayden
Oh my
Cre-
God. Hayden Christensen. Oh my gosh. So
I do
Hayden,
that all the time.
so Hayden Christensen coming back to play with gosh, what's the actor's name that's playing Obi-Wan?
Ewan McGregor.
Yes. So when they come back together now, I feel like they have to have future standoff or something.
See, for what we used to know, it was always they had no contact.
Exactly,
He
yeah.
had a feeling he was alive, but everybody else told him he's probably dead or rotting somewhere. But now we have a potential of them doing a little rematch because they kept on saying this is going to be the rematch of the century or
Yeah.
whatever. So it could be in A New Hope. He says something along the lines of, you shouldn't have come back here. So maybe he did go to the Death Star. He found out where he was.
Try to
He
take him
found
out.
out, yeah. Or, Commander Cody, which is the clone he worked with the most, is supposed to be in this.
Huh.
I forget the actor's name, but the actor that plays Boba Fett in Mandalorian, he played Django.
Yeah.
And he plays all the clones.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's confirmed for this too.
Oh, wow.
So maybe
Oh,
he
wow.
comes
Interesting.
and is hunting Obi-Wan, or
Interesting.
there's a lot of possibilities.
That's cool.
He could also feel really bad because him and Obi-Wan were close.
Yeah.
And sacrifice himself for him. Or, Vader and him could have a standoff, Vader and Obi-Wan somewhere,
That-
not on Tatooine.
That has to
'Cause
happen.
It can't happen on Tatooine.
It'd be pointless if they don't face off at least one more time.
Yeah.
Like,
See. If it happened on Tatooine, I think he would sentence Luke.
yeah. Oh no, for sure.
So
No,
he
for
has
sure.
to go elsewhere.
No. Yeah, exactly.
So maybe if he sensed that Vader was getting close to finding
He went to go.
that, he went somewhere else.
Yeah, no, that would make total sense, and that'd be really cool for that to happen, and it has to happen. And outside of that, a young Darth Vader needs to be fucking shit up,
Yeah.
Brutal.
like just fucking.
What we got
shit
at
up.
the end of Rogue Squadron should be that plus more.
Or Rogue One,
Or
yeah.
Rogue One,
yeah,
yeah.
After Rogue One, yes, that times 10.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the? It was a fan made redo of the Obi-Wan Vader fight.
Oh yeah, where he gets like he throws him through the wall and stuff.
So it's not just them doing old man stuff.
No, it was badass. It was really good.
It was so cool. Everybody's saying that they should just put that in New Hope. It's canon now.
Yeah. No, it was really well done. Those people who did that was great. No, I saw that.
I think I did see that.
No, it was really cool.
And the director of this is going to be Deborah Chow. She did some of my favorite episodes of Mandalorian in season 1. So I'm also excited for that.
No, that's cool.
After she's either done with this, I hope she gets more Star Wars or a career somewhere else because she's done a phenomenal job so far.
Okay, that'll be a wrap for Obi-Wan Kenobi. And Rogue Squadron is the last one I wanted to talk about. We should have said Obi-Wan for the last one, but Rogue Squadron was the last one on my list.
I'll finish strong.
Go ahead.
So the director is I want to say her father was in the Air Force or something like that. So she, or maybe she was too, and she's grown up around pilots her whole life.
Patty Jenkins, right?
Yeah, Patty Jenkins.
And one of her favorite movies is Top Flight, and people are saying that this is going to be like Top Flight, but Star Wars. So you got the X-Wings, you got TIE fighters and stuff like that. So I think this is another one that could be a sleeper. Like, we don't know too much about it, but it could really surprise us all, especially people that like,
Space combat.
Yeah. I was trying to say Fast and Furious, but in space.
That'd be cool, though.
That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, that'd be really cool, but Fast and Furious is going to be in space, I'm pretty sure.
At some point, yeah.
Yeah.
But no. The bomb off the moon.
I mean, the only reason why I'm not too excited about Rogue Squadron or movies or shows like that, because I know it's going to be heavily CGI, which can, make or break a movie or a show. So I'm like, I don't know, but we'll see. There, in the movies recently, and the new saga that we got, the space stuff is actually really well done. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, for this miniseries, is it a miniseries? Rogue Squadron miniseries? I think it's a miniseries.
I thought that was a movie.
Oh, really? Let me see here. Dang, it doesn't say. It doesn't say movie or miniseries. I don't know. But that'll be very interesting. We don't have too much on casting or anything yet right now either. Jenkins, she's also the person that directed Wonder Woman. So that'll be really interesting.
Which one or both?
The new sequel, the new one.
Okay.
The new one.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it was a guy for the first one. Yeah, so no, that'll be really interesting. I don't know where Rogue Squadron is even going to take place at in the whole.
I want to say original trilogy.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool to see. I don't need to see if it has nothing to do with that universe at that time, maybe this own separate side story of what's going on at that same time period and other stuff's going on outside of that. I think that'd be really cool to see on it standalone.
Yeah.
Just that maybe dropped in at that time frame.
And it could have one of my favorite characters, Hera from Rebels. She's probably up there with the best non-force using pilots, up there with Han and Poe. Like, she is amazing. And I really hope she's in that.
She's an alien, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that would be pretty cool if we got her. And also around that time, so a lot of the pilots from there went to do training for the Empire because they got good training there. They got better training, and then they defected.
Oh, wow.
So if they
That
did
would
one
be
of
cool.
those stories, because there's a lot of other
That'd be
pilots and rebels that got a little bit of attention, but were very good characters, so we can see more of those as well.
Nice.
No, that's interesting. No, that's awesome. Cool. Well, that's going to be everything we know about Star Wars. There's probably a lot more information out there. I'm sorry if we didn't talk about every single little topic that's out there about Star Wars. There's just so much.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a lot of content coming out, and we're excited to get all the content. Bring us all the content. I'm super excited for it. Good or bad, it's still coming out. I'm interested. They got me. I'm not going to cancel my Disney Plus after Mandalorian season 2 is over with, so I'm going to hold on to it a little bit longer. So no, that's exciting. That's awesome. Let us know in the comments below which Star Wars series or movie you're most excited for going forward. We are going to go into our next segment called Recommended. If you are our first-time listener or watcher, Recommended is a segment where we go around the table and recommend a TV show or a movie that we all recently watched. Who would like to go first? Julian, you go. I'm making you go first.
All right, so there's this. It's on Netflix, and it's called. I'm not gonna say it.
Do it.
I'm not gonna say it. I usually joke around because all I do is watch The Office all day. So
He says it every single
I say
time.
it every single time I watch The Office. No, this one is called Alice in Borderlands, and it's a very interesting show. It's a live action show. It's a series. I believe there's 9 episodes, but anyways, the story takes place in Japan, and it follows this young man named Arisu and his friends. And one day they're in downtown Shibuya. Hopefully that's the right spot. I can't remember. But, full of people and everything. If you don't know Japan, that place is like Times Square in Japan. But anyways, they're there, and then something happens to where they everybody just disappears. Everybody but them just disappears. Like Tokyo, all of Tokyo in Japan, everybody's gone except for these 3 people. And what happens is they somehow got transported into, I don't know if it's another dimension or whatever, but they're forced to play these games, and these games is pretty much life or death. So they have, I don't know why it's called Alice in Borderland. Obviously, it's a play in Alice in Wonderland. I do know that there are a deck of cards that are involved with this game, and depending on what the card is, like let's say it's a 2 of hearts or whatever, the suit dictates what type of game it is, and the number dictates how hard the game is. And like I said, it's life or death, so people die. And it's really interesting. Just a cool little take. I don't know. It's kind of like Saw in a way. Very gory, very brutal, very interesting.
Is it dubbed?
Yeah, it has subtitles or subbed, right? I can't ever remember that.
Oh my gosh. Is it in English or no?
No, it's not in English.
Okay, so it is subbed.
Subbed, yeah.
Okay.
It's
Sweet.
cool. I like it. I'm on the last episode, so.
Oh, so it's that series. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
it's a
totally
series.
missed that. No, that's cool.
Yep.
That's awesome. And they can check that out on Netflix.
On Netflix, yep.
Sweet. Check that out. Scott, go next.
All right, so it's on Amazon Prime. It's called Sound of Metal. It's about a drummer who loses all hearing. So he goes deaf, and he's also in recovery. He's 4 years sober from a little bit of everything, but I think the main one was heroin. So it's the story of him trying to get used to being deaf, trying to fight to figure out new ways to get his hearing back, and then just that process of struggling not to, go back to drugs or other things while just pause it.
It's okay. Don't worry. I'll chop it up. It's okay.
And basically just that whole experience, and it was real personal for me because I went deaf in my right ear when I was 16, so I went through a lot of that stuff, those false hopes of trying to get your hearing back, trying to get used to not hearing stuff in crowded places and whatnot, and I cried. It hit me right here, so I recommend that one.
That's cool. Yeah. Is that based on a true story?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Sorry. I don't know if it is or not. But no, that's cool. Dang. And I saw that and I wanted to watch it so bad, but I was like, I'll come back to that. I'll wait. Because at the time period, I was like, I don't have that much time. I really want to sit there and really pay attention to that movie.
Yeah, no, that's how it was for me too, and I didn't realize it would hit that hard. Because they just, I forget what the actor's name is, but he did a phenomenal job, and the sound editing was amazing as well. Like some of the stuff I hear when I plug this ear, I heard it in that.
Oh,
and
wow.
it was just like,
Interesting.
what?
Interesting.
So,
Oh, that's cool. I recommended It's on HBO Max. No, I'm just kidding. I always do HBO Max, not today. I'm going to give a shout out to Amazon Prime. There's a new show called The Wilds on Amazon Prime. Julian knows I've been watching this for the last week or so. I actually probably finished it in like 3 days. But a show called The Wilds. It is about these group of high school girls are on a plane and it crashes. And they're all supposed to be individually going on a different vacation or getaway or retreat or something. And they all wake up, they wake up and they're stranded on an island. And they don't know what happened besides the plane crashed. And the show starts off with one of the girls being interviewed after being rescued. So she's explaining to the person interviewing her about what happened. And they're apologizing to her that she went through all this stress. And they can't imagine what she went through on this island with these girls. She basically says, wait, hold up. That stress is nothing compared to what it was like being in high school with these girls. And I was like, what is she talking about? And then it goes back to what it was like for her in high school. And it goes into her high school drama. And then it goes back and forth between her life before the crash and then during the crash and then present time. And then as the story goes forward, you get individual stories of what happened to each girl in high school before the trip happened. So there's 3 different timelines, kind of what's going on, progressing the story going forward, which is really cool, really well done. I don't think I've ever seen a show do such a good job balancing 3 separate storylines, but pushing the story forward. And if they have done it, they did a crappy job. So it's really cool seeing that. Was very intriguing. They let you know right off the bat. I know this is going to be a little bit of a spoiler. I'm sorry. But you find out, like in the first episode, that you find out that this plane crash accident happened on purpose. You find out that someone is watching them with the camera, and this basically was staged. I'm not going to say exactly why this happened, but some of the parents know that this accident happened. That's all I can say. Go check it out. It's very good. The acting for these girls are amazing. The fact that you have these group of like 10 girls, they're all amazing actresses. I couldn't believe if they went off to go different movies by themselves, I would definitely go see them because they're doing a really good job acting. And it's very story driven. You get a lot of background of each individual person. I don't know what else to say. If you like crime mystery with a twist type thing, this show is for you. If you like movies like Castaway, this movie's for you. I don't know. It's something that I didn't think I was going to like. Watched the first episode. I thought I knew what the show was going to be about. I was totally wrong. And now I loved it. I finished it, like I said, I finished it in 3 days. There's about 9 episodes, 50 minutes long. Check it out. Amazon Prime for free. Check it out. Let us know in the comments if you guys seen it, heard about it yet, or if you are going to go watch it. Let us know out of the 3 movies we talked about if you're going to check them out. And if you have checked them out, let us know what you thought of them. So that's recommended for the night. Any last minute things you guys want to talk about?
Hillary Duff got canceled. I mean, Lizzie McGuire.
Dang.
I didn't even know that was happening.
Yeah.
Did it actually happen? Did it start?
I'm not sure. I know like most of the cast was back for it, and they were going to do it, and then out of nowhere they decided not to.
Wow. So this was going to be a Hulu Plus original? And, no, hold on. The Star previously tried to get Disney to move it to Hulu. Oh. So it was going to be on Disney Plus, and then Disney decided to pull the plug on it. I wonder how come. Did you know how come? Did you read anything about it?
No, I just saw it right before, so.
Wow, man. Actually, I'm kind of glad you brought this up. So Disney was going to do a reboot of the Lizzie McGuire show, Lizzie McGuire TV series, in her late 30s, about what life for Lizzie McGuire is in her 30s. It was going to be more adult themed, which I think that's probably why it got canceled. What Disney shows do they have where people are in their mid-30s?
Star Wars and Marvel ones.
Adventure sci-fi ones? Yeah, exactly. Dang, that sucks. I feel like that would have been really cool.
Yeah, I thought that's why they purchased Hulu to put some of their more adult content on that. But also in the UK, I think Disney Plus, or not the UK, over in Europe somewhere, they actually have an adult section on Disney Plus. So
it's called Star. It's called Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Star.
So I wonder if they were just trying to push it more towards adult, and then Disney was like, no, it's a kid's show.
What were they thinking?
I mean,
know.
Maybe that cartoon that's in her head.
Right,
like,
yeah.
You figure out,
like,
like that's a mental disorder or something like that, and she's struggling with that as an adult. You know,
I don't know. I feel like that.
I have an imagination, so I just kind of talk.
I mean, that would have been. I mean, that would have been kind of cool to see.
Yeah.
I mean, we got Boy Meets World reboot.
Yeah.
I mean, not really a reboot, but it's continuation of that story, and that did okay. I thought. I didn't watch it honestly.
Like when they had kids.
Yeah.
Oh.
When Boy Meets World, when he was a dad, when Corey Matthews was a dad.
Didn't That's So Raven get similar treatment too? I thought she had a show too with like her as a parent.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
and
that.
her kid had psychic powers or something.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But I wonder if, like you were saying, maybe this had more of a serious tone to it that the other two didn't.
Outside of it being too serious for Disney, it totally could be a Hulu show.
Oh yeah.
But you think because Disney was like, no, we're not making that much money off of it because it's not a full-on Disney stamp approval thing. Hulu's not getting it. But they're the same company.
Yeah.
So many people were excited for it. Like, that's the only reason why I knew about. Like 5 people already shared the article. Really bummed out that
That sucks.
Dang.
this isn't happening.
Man. So I'm assuming YouTube would have been excited to watch it. Yeah.
I mean, I watched Lizzie McGuire a little bit.
I saw a few episodes. I mean, I wasn't that invested into it.
I mean, Lizzie McGuire though, Hilary Duff
today,
though.
boy.
Hilary Duff.
I was more of a Cartoon Network guy.
Yeah,
myself.
you know what I'm saying.
I understand.
I was on that 290.
I watched
stuff,
Lizzie
you know.
McGuire, man. I had a huge crush on her. And the show was kind of funny. What was her friend? What's the guy on the show? He was pretty cool.
Gordo.
He was a film person, wasn't he? Did he film stuff?
I think
He always had like
He was always doing some type of
headphones.
production of some sort.
Yeah.
Whether if it was,
AV Club type person.
yeah, exactly. Maybe that's why I liked his character. And then I can't remember if him and Hillary ever dated or not. I mean, Lizzie McGuire ever dated.
I think they might have
Did he ever get out the
They
friend
had a
zone?
movie. Lizzie McGuire had a movie, and I think in the movie they got together
kissed
or
or
something.
something.
Dang.
See, I know way too much about that shit. For saying that, I hate that. I never watched that show.
Oh, that's
Because her crush
funny.
was always that. I want to say his name was Ethan or something.
Oh, yeah.
Something like
Oh,
that
man.
with the long hair
With the
and
long-
stuff.
Tall and
I don't know. That would have been kind of cool to see, but dang, that sucks. We never know what gets left on the chopping block. Man. It was only 2 episodes into production, too. Dang, that sucks. I wonder if there's a trailer out there somewhere. Huh. Who knows? Maybe they could still pick it up later. Dang, that's crazy. Oh, well. Sorry, Hilary Duff. I wonder if she's releasing an album now instead. Oh, man. All right, we're going to wrap up today's episode. Scott, I appreciate you coming through.
I
So
had a
much.
blast.
Yes. Thank you for being here. Julian, as always,
pleasure.
yes, being one of the co-hosts here, thank you very much. Stay tuned to the next episode. It will be our holiday/Christmas episode. We will discuss nothing but holiday and Christmas movies. All right, we're out of here. Peace.
Please subscribe to our podcast.
Bye.